4 measure phrases. Don't rush. All right, here we go. 1, 2,
Graduate speakers, please come forward at this time. Class of 2025, you may be seated. Bear with me here, folks. It's my first rodeo, okay? And I'm not going to adjust the mics because we'll be adjusting them quite a bit tonight, or today, excuse me. Thanks for being here. I'm Alex Fox. I'm the principal of Edwardsville High School. Many of the students and staff just know me as Fox, so whichever you're comfortable with is fine with me. As principal of Edwardsville High School, it's my honor to welcome you all here today, this afternoon, to celebrate these graduates. I'd also like to welcome our faculty and staff who have taken this Sunday to join us as well. Welcome to Dr. Patrick Shelton and his administrative team, school board president, Mr. Robert Patey, and the Board of Education, and of course, to the class of 2025. At this time, I'd like to call up our class co-presidents, Xavier Wilson and Quinn David, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. So for those willing and able to rise for the pledge, please do so now. We will be following the pledge with the national anthem, which will be performed by the EHS Chamber Singers under the direction of Miss Emily Otwine.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, of the brave.
Thank you. Seniors, family, and friends, please be seated. Thank you to Miss Otwine and the EHS Senior Choir. At this time, I would also like to recognize any graduate candidate who will be joining our armed forces after graduation. Please stand to be recognized. I would also like anyone in the audience who has served or is currently serving, please stand as well. Thank you all. Thank you all. The music played throughout the processional was incredible, and I want to thank Edwardsville High School Band under the direction of Mr. Ryan Lipscomb for sharing their talents today. Thank you. I have a few individuals I'd like to thank today. Junior Marshals Josie Proctor and Yale Weaver. Where are they at? Please stand real quick, guys. Thank you. They let us in. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank SIUE, specifically the police department, as well as the other people that have helped us get this underway. Special thanks to Daniel Reddy, Eric Christ, and Tracy Ziegler for all their help this week in getting things set up. Obviously, please. Obviously, this is a large undertaking. It's the biggest event we have of the year, so we want to thank them as well. Thanks to Rick Brewer and Rick's Picks for providing photography today. Is Rick in here? There he is. And lastly, I want to thank the EHS administrative team, as well as the EHS staff, secretaries, and everyone else involved with this event. I'd like to thank our line leaders, specifically for taking time today to be with us. I'd also like to thank my administrative team, and then a special thanks to my administrative assistant, Ms. Shaw, for all her hard work in making this event a positive and exciting one for everyone involved. Thank you all. Well, we made it. We're here. Congratulations to the class of 2025 again. I'm extremely excited about this class, and I look forward to the rest of this ceremony. I would like to remind all guests that this is a joyous but formal occasion and one we approach with respect and great dignity. Our graduate candidates have toiled for many years to reach this moment, so please respectfully demonstrate your admiration for their accomplishments throughout the ceremony. At this time, I'd like to welcome our school board president, Mr. Robert Patey, to have a few short words.
Thank you, Fox. Good afternoon, class of 2025, parents and extended family, teachers, staff, and those watching us online. Please let me take a moment to introduce the Board of Education. Vice President Alma Carver, Secretary Matt Bryhan, Jill Bertels, Sarah Bauer, and unfortunately, Lynn Sanderson and Scott A. Hart could not be present today. Now, in honor of this momentous occasion, I purposely waited to the last minute to write this speech, so wish me luck. Let me start by thanking everyone for making today a very special day. Thank you for choosing to raise your family in District 7. Thank you for choosing to teach in District 7. Thank you for driving possibly great distances to be here today and making this a special occasion. But most of all, thank you for being on time. Today is a very important day, and in the words of Ted Lasso, if you're not 5 minutes early, you're 45 minutes late. To our graduates, before you walk out these doors and into the future, there are a few lessons the board would like to remind you of from your time in District 7. First, don't forget to wear sunscreen because it will protect you from future regrets. Second, pick your friends like you pick your memes because they'll shape your vibe, your goals, and possibly your group chat for life. Third, wear clean underwear every day because you have to be prepared for every emergency. He knows what I'm talking about. Okay. And finally, in the words of Bill and Ted, be excellent to each other. If you don't know who that is, ask your parents after the ceremony. While not a complete list, remembering these 4 lessons can be a solid part of any formula for success. So in conclusion, it is low-key a slay that you are here graduating. Congratulations and good luck. Sincerely, the Board of Education.
Thank you, Mr. Patey, for your use of slang terms. It's always fun to listen to. At this time, I'd like to welcome Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Patrick Shelton, for some short words.
Good afternoon, Tigers. I'm incredibly honored to be standing on this stage tonight with the Board of Education, our school and district leaders, our outstanding faculty and staff of Edwardsville High School to celebrate each of you, the class of 2025. Your presence here today is why we do what we do. Every person on this stage, every person behind the scenes, every person in the audience, every teacher, counselor, custodian has worked to create an environment where you could grow, succeed, and maybe even figure out how to find your way to your next step without using Google Maps. District 7 has been privileged to be part of your educational journey, a journey full of memorable milestones, learning how to submit assignments in Schoology, right? Discovering that laptops do have to be charged and that we do charge you if you lose your charger. And of course, realizing that when you all take finals early, you miss out on fire alarms, which cause the building to be evacuated on the very last day of school. Glad you missed out on that. The past 4 years have been anything but ordinary. You started your high school experience with me as the superintendent in the aftermath of a global pandemic. You were among the first classes to navigate e-learning days on snow days after we learned to hate e-learning during the pandemic. And throughout your time at Edwardsville High School, you have shown our community lots of successes in the classroom, in testing, on the field, and on the stage. Now here you are as seniors who brought spirit back to Edwardsville High School with championship wins, top academic achievements, standout performances, and hallway conversations that probably should have been quieter, but were definitely unforgettable. As I reflect on your time at Edwardsville High School, two main themes stand out. The first one is that this class will always find ways to succeed. You survived virtual learning in middle school at a time when we knew virtual learning wasn't good for middle schoolers, which meant trying to understand all the foundational learning that was being given to you via Zoom or Teams or whatever we had at the time, while your dog was barking at the mailman and your Wi-Fi was going out. You're among the first to use devices every day in school, proving that yes, you can multitask with the best of them. And when you arrived here 4 years ago, challenges to being a regular student in a regular school day continued. And you kept showing up, kept growing, kept proving why Edwardsville High School is such a remarkable place to be. Over the past 4 years, we've watched the resilience of so many teams make it to the state tournament. Baseball, journalism, track, boys soccer, girls soccer, wrestling, among others. I know I'm probably missing a couple. And in many cases, brought home state trophies. We've watched the theater program continue to grow and develop into a regional and state powerhouse, offering the Edwardsville community unparalleled performances in so many genres. And we've watched young new adults in this fall of 2021 turn into confident and poised young adults graduating today, who I truly believe are going to change the world. Second, COVID taught us that we really do have to truly care about each other more than just our physical health. We need to be concerned about our mental health, our physical health, our relationship health. During your journey, you've had parents, guardians, teachers, counselors, administrators, everybody rooting for you. Whether it was helping with a late assignment or listening when you needed a vent, or slipping you a granola bar if you missed breakfast for the 50th time, our adults have shown up for you every single day. Yesterday, I had the privilege of attending the 60th annual NAACP Freedom Fund banquet, and it was amazing to hear that 2 of our students gave shout-outs to 4 of our staff, Dustin Battis, Nikki Pontius, Kirk Schleter, who is on the stage today, and Melissa Barnett, for being cheerleaders, advocates, and championing the work that our students do. These are just 4 examples of the many staff who show up every single day, and the row is right here full of them, to challenge, support, care for, and love your children. As you prepare to leave this place, remember that you need to show up for each other. Several studies have pointed to the importance of peer support, whether it be among members of the graduating class or others that you're connected with through a team or maybe through a club that you're a part of. Studies show that having a support system of peers can be one of the largest influencers of positive mental health, well-being, and recovery. Whatever your next step is, find individuals that you can lean on and those whom you can support. Along the way, be sure to leave the world and those within it a little better than you found it. As you step out of Edwardsville High School and onto your next adventure, whether it's college, military, a job, or that so-called gap year that has become popular, which really means living with your parents normally, don't forget the District 7 community is still here. We're still proud of you. We're still eager to hear about your successes. Unless they involve a TikTok challenge, we don't really want to care about those. This year, one of the most unexpected and insightful commencement speeches came from Kermit the Frog, who spoke at the University of Maryland. Yes, Kermit the Frog from the Muppets. If you're my age, you remember. He said, "Dreams are how we figure out where we want to go, and life is how we get there." So class of 2025, I want to challenge you to keep dreaming big. Take risks, be bold, be weird, be wonderful, be you, be tigers wherever you go. You've overcome challenges, you've made lasting memories, and you've probably set some noise record at football games, and maybe in the Commons. And now it's your time. Go write the next chapter of your story, boldly, bravely. Doesn't hurt to have a backup plan either. Congratulations, class of 2025, and never forget, you will always be welcome back at Edwardsville High School. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Shelton. At this time, I would like to welcome Amelia Urata to the stage. Amelia was the Student Board of Education member this year. She ensured that student voices were heard at the highest level of district leadership. You ready? All right, good luck.
Good afternoon, everyone, and congrats to class of 2025 on completing this remarkable journey. And what a journey it has been. To recap, we made it through COVID, persistent facial acne, and those cafeteria chicken nuggets that may or may not have actually been chicken. We survived brutal exams, friendship drama, and the wave of senioritis that hit hard like a truck around March. And yet here we are, dressed up, smiling for pictures, and celebrating this milestone we've been working toward for years. Serving as the senior board student representative has been one of the most meaningful parts of my high school experience. Sure, it taught me how to keep a straight face for a 2-hour meeting, but more importantly, it taught me how to speak up, how to listen, and how to represent something bigger than myself. This year, we had tough conversations. We helped shape policies. We worked to improve our school, not for the sake of change, but for the people who fill its classrooms every day. I'm excited for what's next, and I know Josie and Claire will take it even further. As I look into the crowd, I see parents, guardians, grandparents, coaches, friends, teachers, aunts, uncles, siblings, and cousins, and I also see athletes, honor students, band members, and class clowns, the popular crowd, and those who just wanted to get through the day and go home. Each group has its own vibe, its own style, and its own inside joke, and that's all part of it, but let's be real. How many of us actually fit neatly into just one of those boxes? High school sometimes makes you feel like you need to pick a lane and stay in it, but most of us didn't. Most of us didn't just belong to one group, and that's what made it great. Athletes didn't just show up on the field. They showed up in AP classes, group projects, and student leadership. The smart kids, they weren't just glued to their textbooks. They were captains, club presidents, and behind-the-scenes helpers. The band and theater kids pulled off hours of rehearsal and still brought unmatched energy to the pep rallies. And the popular kids, come on, we all copied at least one outfit or playlist from them. These groups are like planets, each with their own gravitational pull, but what if we're not meant to just orbit them? What if we spin between them? We've never been just one thing, and we shouldn't try to be. We've grown, changed, and figured a few things out along this journey. And to my parents, I can't leave this stage without saying thank you. From last-minute AirPod deliveries so I could survive the hallways with my baddie playlist to making me late-night snacks during marathon study sessions, they've truly seen it all. I truly believe I have the best parents in the world. They've sacrificed date nights, put my brother and myself before them, and centered so many of their decisions around our needs. And while that might make me sound like a bit of a menace, I'm beyond grateful. A massive shout-out to our teachers. You put up with our excuses, late work, group project drama, hallway loitering, and the kid who always asks, "Is this on the test?" It's probably me. You taught us more than just academics. You taught us patience, persistence, and life lessons, and we owe you big. And to my friends, my lacrosse family, my business class buddies, and my casual hangout friends, you've been everything. With every year, our friendships got stronger, we got weirder, and I can confidently say one of you will be my maid of honor, but for my own safety, I'll keep that identity a secret. We've made memories that will live well beyond high school, like speed walking to the parking lot traffic or quote-unquote dividing a group project evenly, or turning a 5-page essay into a 10-page with a 14-point font and some creative spacing. Your stories, your laughs, your impact, it's all part of what we leave behind. As we step into college, trade schools, the workforce, gap years, or whatever path comes next, let's remember, we're more than just one thing. No label can define us, no box can contain us, and honestly, who wants to be easily defined anyway? And please don't panic if someone else seems ahead. Just because your friend is married with 3 kids at 23 doesn't mean you're behind or that they're ahead. We're all writing different stories with different timelines, and that's the point. The people here have made me a better person every day, so thank you truly for the laughs, the lessons, and the chaos. And I'm gonna have to cut my speech short because these cords are weighing me down. So congrats, class of 2025, we made it. Let's go find out what's next.
Thank you, Amelia. Academic achievement is one of the major parts of what school's really all about. It is the core of what we focus on each and every day. Welcome the class of 2025 summa cum laude representative, Jumana Baringwala, who will share a few thoughts. Yeah, I'm telling you. Woo. Share a few thoughts with us today.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud parents, friends, and of course, the class of 2025. My name is Jumana Barinwala. Standing here today, looking at what we've accomplished, it's truly monumental to realize that this is the beginning of something new, something exciting. As a rush of emotions fill my head, it's given me the opportunity to glance around and recognize what a pivotal moment this is in our lives. The point where the training wheels come flying off and you realize the bike was never the focus, it was the journey. And what a journey it's been. But as I look out at this vast crowd of familiar faces, faces I've seen each day for the past 4 years, I can't help but wonder, what if? What if, in some different universe, we never met? What if, in another world, I had stayed in my hometown of Decatur, Illinois, giving this speech there instead of here? What if, in those vast, infinite universes, none of us made it here to this moment? What an idea, the concept that, out in another realm, there's a you that avoided every misstep, every mistake, living life as smooth as your wildest dreams, no regrets. Maybe in that universe, I'm delivering this speech with the unshakable confidence of 1,000 suns. Or maybe, in the same one, I'm sitting quietly at the back, listening intently as my classmate delivers it instead. But that's just the thing. We're not in another universe, or another world, or another realm. In this universe, this reality, we're here, present in this moment with these people. In this universe, we made it. We did it. Of all the possibilities out there, this is the one where we're all gathered together, celebrating our wonderful achievements. Yeah, sure. Maybe in a parallel dimension, I'm a professional breakdancer. Or maybe you're the person who finally figured out how to fold a fitted sheet. If that's you, call me afterwards, I need lessons. But no, today we're here. Our experiences have shaped us into the people we are today, and to me, that's huge. Because as life continues and we all go our separate ways, you may find yourself thinking, what if I fail? What if I fall short? And to that I say, maybe you will, but what if you don't? In another dimension, there's a you that's probably already cracked the code to life. But here, today, you get to figure it out, and that's the beauty of it. The training wheels may be off, and while the ride is what matters, the bikes, your choices, your tools, your thoughts, still play a role in where life takes you. Each decision, each moment, each risk you take builds another unbounded path for you, and you are a culmination of all the decisions you've made. So, class of 2025, as you embark on this new exciting phase of your life, remember to embrace the unknown. Don't ponder too much on the what-ifs of life, but instead look towards the what-nows. Embrace the present and accept the past. This is your universe, and you hold the power to create anything, to take any path you want to take. Congratulations, my fellow graduates. Here's to new beginnings and infinite possibilities. Thank you.
Thank you as well. Student leadership comes in many forms, whether it's vocal leaders out in front or quiet leaders behind the scenes, making sure everything stays on track and helping to shape the culture of the school as they do so. And this senior class is full of leaders who help guide this class through this year. Your class co-presidents have worked closely with the administration this year to support and celebrate this graduating class. I'm pleased to introduce Mr. Xavier Wilson and Quinn David, class of 2025 co-presidents, who will share a few words with us.
Blocking my good side. Hi, my name's Xavier. I've known I was going to be giving a graduation speech for a while now, but I honestly never really felt qualified. At college graduations, they have someone famous and successful, like Kermit the Frog, who comes and gives advice and success stories to the graduates. But instead, you guys get me, and even less qualified, Quinn David. Luckily, I decided to pack in a story that'll convince you all how qualified and successful I am. Like many teenagers, this excellent story starts right after my 16th birthday, where I thought the best use of my driver's license was to have my first Popeye's chicken sandwich. I drove from Glen Carbon all the way to the Collinsville Popeyes. When I got there, I was the only one in the drive-thru, so I quickly went up to order, and I noticed on the menu that my chicken sandwich came with a free side. I rolled down my window and confidently said, "I'll take a chicken sandwich and the Cajun fries." I don't know if I immediately realized I said Cajun wrong or if the laughter from the speaker tipped me off, but either way, I was incredibly embarrassed. To make it worse, when I pulled up to pay, I saw the lady who took my order yelling to everyone in the back about me, who also all started laughing. So for the rest of my life, no matter how many people ask me for physics help or what a series converges to, they now know that I was the laughingstock of the Collinsville Popeyes. I'm telling this story partly to explain why I was so excited when Cane's opened, but also to convince you that your perception is heavily controlled by what people choose to tell you. And this is by no means limited to how smart someone is. Hoopers post their game-winning shot, but not their missed free throws. Hikers will tell you about the top of the mountain, but not when they stop to catch their breath. The only person who has an accurate perception of your life is you, and that's a massive pill to swallow. Even more massive is the generational gap this problem poses. When our parents were in high school, if you wanted to learn about someone, you had to talk to them or ask someone what they were like. It would take me 6 or 7 conversations before I even knew someone's last name. Now, you check their Instagram. So instead of seeing what classes they have and what color shirt they're wearing, you see their best homecoming fit and the spring break trip with all their friends. So here's the advice part. Stop comparing yourself to your perception of others because it's never a fair fight. Everyone said you too to a server or to a happy birthday, and everyone is tripped at the worst possible time. Everyone has pictures where they hate how they look, and everyone has gotten a different answer on the question that everyone else in the class got right. Obviously, it is much easier said than done, and it will only get more difficult as everyone moves away and our conversations become digital instead of in person. But the next time you find yourself comparing someone's life to yours, remember that you're looking at a highlight reel and not a recap. Remember that it's okay to have a lazy weekend instead of a shopping trip. Remember that no one looks like their profile picture 24/7. Remember that no matter what you think everyone else is up to, you are not behind, you are not missing out, and you are not worse off. Because no matter how much better you think other people are doing, we're still in the same silly hats, in the same funny gowns, walking across the same stage for the same piece of paper. You're doing something right. I'd like to start off by saying that I've never mispronounced the word Cajun, so I wouldn't call myself less qualified. Anyways, hello teachers, staff, family, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. If you do not know me, hi, I'm Quinn David, and it is an honor to be speaking in front of you as one of the senior class presidents. Today, I have experienced a roller coaster of emotions. I feel so excited, yet so sad, knowing that this will be the last time all 578 of us will be at the same place at the same time. But here we are. This may seem like just another milestone in life that everyone completes eventually, but don't sell yourself short. Think about all the hard work and effort you put in over the last 18 years of life to end up here. For some of you, it was pulling all-nighters,
to study or taking the ACT 7 times to get that 36. For others, it was just barely making it to first hour and wandering the halls during class with your friends. And considering we go to Edwardsville, for most of you, it was probably cramming in homework before and after games and practices. But no matter which one you are, people in this room, including me, are proud of you for making it here. So congratulations to each and every one of you. I want to start off by saying thank you. First, thank you to our staff, teachers, admin, janitorial staff, and everyone else that made today possible. Not just by helping out with today's activities, but by guiding us through these last 4 years and doing everything in your power to help us achieve our goals. Next, I want to thank the families. I want to take a moment to thank you for everything you've done to get us to this day. Your constant love, encouragement, and sacrifices have been the backbone of our success. Whether it was helping us through challenging times or celebrating our smallest victories, you've always been there for us, and we are truly grateful for your unwavering support. We couldn't have reached this moment without you. Last but definitely not least, I want to thank the class of 2025. You've all made these years unforgettable. Together we've laughed, we've struggled, and we've celebrated countless moments that we'll remember the rest of our lives. Each one of you has made this journey unique, whether through your humor, your kindness, your dedication, or your strength. We've supported one another through every up and down, and I couldn't be prouder to stand with such an amazing group of people. Today is a testament to all the hard work, late nights, and sacrifices we've made, and we've earned every bit of it. Finally, today marks the beginning of a future, one that's going to be different for each and every one of us. We will all go our separate ways and create new relationships that will last a lifetime. But let's not forget the ones that shaped us into the people we are today. I once heard someone use a similar quote in a graduation speech, and it really stuck with me. So, as Phoebe Bridgers once said, anyways, don't be a stranger. The space distance we'll create between us physically does not determine the space we will choose to allow to come between us internally. The one thing I would like everyone to take away from my speech is this: don't leave this room with regrets about things left unsaid. Life is too short to hold back the words that matter, so speak your truth, share your feelings, and make sure nothing important goes unspoken. Text the kid you smile at in the halls, send a snap to the person you sit by in class, look at the person next to you and say something, call your best friend, do anything, just don't be a stranger. Thank you.
Really fast, we're gonna take a selfie really fast.
Everyone smile, please.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
That was not in the script, but I'm okay with it. Our student council does so much to support the school throughout the year, hosting homecoming, senior sunrise and sunset, Mr. EHS, to name a few things that they do. They also do a great deal of fundraising to support important programs like Unified Sports and various other things in the community. They are led by their president, Lucy Chapman. Lucy, please come up and share a few words.
Hello, everyone. Can I move this? Okay. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lucy Chapman. I am here today representing Edwardsville High School's Student Council. It is a privilege to stand in front of all of you today. These past 4 years have been filled with excitement, stress, friendship, and hard work, and I am so glad to have spent them with this group of people. Edwardsville High School really gives students the tools to succeed. I've been lucky to be involved in a little bit of everything: sports, music, and student leadership. You could say I'm kind of like the girl version of Troy Bolton. Through all of it, this school has taught me a lot and helped me to grow. If I had to give advice to anyone feeling nervous about managing a busy schedule, I'd say you really can do it all. No matter what path you choose, you'll be surrounded by supportive peers, teachers, and mentors who want to see you succeed. I wouldn't be where I am today without the people who stood by me: my family, friends, teachers, and administrators. The experiences I've had through my different passions have taught me so much and have prepared me for whatever comes next. Like I said, EHS sets you up for success. Now that the groundwork has been laid, it is our turn to achieve our dreams. Why do we push ourselves so hard to be our best? Why do we stay up late studying, spending hours at practice, or waking up early to finish the homework we forgot? We did it for days like today. This is our day. Our hard work has paid off, and today is proof of that. Every single one of you has a dream. Every one of you has ambitions that go far beyond this diploma. In elementary school, maybe you were dreaming about your first day of middle school. In middle school, you probably looked forward to this very moment. And now that we're here at the end of high school, we're dreaming again. While we are heading into the real world and looking for serious jobs, I encourage all of you to keep dreaming. Because dreaming isn't about what we wish for at night. It's about what keeps us going through the day. It fuels our curiosity, guides our choices, and gives us hope. Dreams are not childish, they're not naive, they are necessary. Edwardsville High School has given the students the opportunities that are needed to dream. Though we went to the same school, we are now branching out into different pathways. My dream has always been to be a performer. That is why I'm majoring in vocal performance. All the extracurricular activities and groups that the Edwardsville School District have supplied me have supported my journey to this decision. I know students who have been in many of the same classes as me that will be studying completely different majors in college. Even though we were placed in many of the same core classes, we have all developed various dreams that are not always similar. Now, if you have not quite figured out what your dream yet is, that's okay. The opportunities that the Edwardsville School District presents have made it possible to explore many different options. That is why I say you can do it all. Continue to try new things until you find where you are comfortable. Never wait for your dream to come to you. You must chase every opportunity and decide what is right for you. I wish all of you the very best. This class has a lot of potential that I am certain we can live up to. Keep dreaming and always remember that, as Troy Bolton once said, we're all in this together.
Thank you, Lucy. Speakers, you can rejoin the class at this point in time. So here's the part where I start giving instructions. Okay, so pay attention, everybody. Here we go. We're going to start recognizing groups. These groups will stand as I call them. Please hold your applause until the end so everybody can be recognized and we can hear each of those groups. But we're going to go through this list, not super fast, but it'll kind of keep moving. So I want everybody to be able to recognize which group is being called. So as I call these groups, students, if you are involved, please stand. National Merit Commended. National Merit Semifinalist. National Honor Society. Okay. Illinois State Scholars. Pretty impressive, I know. National English Honor Society. National Math Honor Society. There we go, right there. National Art Honor Society. National Science Honor Society. French, Spanish, and German Honor Societies. Silver Medallion, top 8% of the graduating class. Business Professionals of America. Tri-M Music Honor Society. International Thespian Society, Troop 1534. Quill and Scroll Honor Society for high school journalists. Class officers. Top 10% of the class of 2025. Those who have earned the state commendation towards biliteracy. Those who have earned the state seal of biliteracy. Congratulations. Junior graduates, it can be done. Cum laude honors, 4.0 to 4.29. Magna cum laude honors, 4.30 to 4.59. And summa cum laude honors, 4.6 and above. And one more group, I'd like any students who have earned a varsity letter at any point in your career at Edwardsville to please stand as well. Look at that. Now you can clap. Have a seat. It's quite the group. It's pretty amazing. We've got an amazing group of folks here, so. All right, here comes kind of the next set of instructions. So each year, our seniors select readers for their commencement ceremony. This year, the class of 2025 have selected Ms. Erin Kloster and Mr. Kirk Schleter, who will be right back here. Here's the part, and I know this is hard. We understand the graduation day is exciting for everyone. However, out of respect for the graduates and ensure that all families can hear that their student's name is called, please refrain from woo and hi, he. You get it, okay? Be appreciated. And like I said, folks, I get it. It's an exciting day, but we want to just make sure that everybody can have their moment, okay? So, please remain seated, kind of relax, enjoy the moment. We're going to try to roll through this fairly quickly. It is a big group of folks. Members of the Board of Education and Superintendent Dr. Shelton, I hereby certify that these students have met all the state of Illinois and Edwardsville High School requirements for graduation, and I proudly present to you the class of 2025. At this time, I turn the program over to Ms. Kloster and Mr. Schleter.
Okay, so here's how this is going to work if you didn't show up on Friday. You want to tell them of how their lines go? Yeah? Good.
Everybody should know, all right? We're going to get ready to start lining up. Our marshals, please come forward. All right. Row 1, please stand. All right, snake on over and let's get ready to roll.
Callie Faith Abney. Kaiser Abdullah Abraham. Lucas John Edelman. Dylan Thomas Albrecht. Madison Ray Eldridge. Addison Sierra Aldridge. Lincoln Hunter Aldwart. Jackson Christopher Amick. Michael Thomas Anderson. Grace Isabella Andrews. Justin Tavon Adante Anthony. Adrian M. Armstead. Jamal William Arnold. Damon Arterbridge. Atticus A. Arth. Madeline Noel Ashley. Connor Ashley Ahmed. Jumana Martuza Bahranwala. Gabriella Day Bannister. Carly Ray Barton. Madeline Grace Bash. Nicholas Matthew Basso. Hudson Michael Batchelor. Finn Scott Bauman.
Melissa Lynn Becker. Gavin Jace Beeler. Jack Lane Bench. Sherwan Mann Binjonker. Liliana Grace Berman. Caden Michael James Bernay. Stephanie Carrie-Ann Bertles. Sienna Nicole Bertolino. Tessa Marie Bienvenu. Ryan Allen Bigtus. Avery Lauren Berkner. Addison Gale Blair. Andrew Joseph Blasingham. Nadia Sari Bolden, Keaton Ling Bollinger, Viola Bonifaci, William George Bowker, Jackson Boyd, Sarah Elizabeth Boyd, Thomas Jefferson Boyd, Annalisa Kaylee Bozarth, Jordan Allen Bradford, Tessa Paige Brandt, Allison Joe Brazzi,
Michael Andrew Braun, Liam Riley Braden, Wyatt Eric Bruman, Andrew Charles Brown, Brady Baxter Brown, Candace Ann Brown, Jaden William Brown Van Hoosen, Caleb Nathan Bruni, Lauren Grace Bubb, Hannah Renee Buckingham, Madeline Ann Bull, Addison Paige Burton, Noah Colin Buster, Amy Nicole Butcher, Sophie Claire Byron, Serena Lynn Calderola, Gadiel Carmona Vasquez, Audrey Louise Carr, Sophia Catalina Carruthers, Mallory Ray Sarantano, Emerson Joy Chambers, Sophia Elizabeth Chapman, Karis R. Chen, Joseph Eric Sherardo,
Patrick James Chisholm, Ian Paul Hyensun Cho, Erica Louise Christopher, Dylan David Clark, Maximus Andrew Clayton, Paige Lauren Clayton, Ashlyn Beatrice Close, Brooklyn Leanne Close, Delaney Pierce Cochran, Zachary Craig Cohn, Jaden Amari Cole, Landon Benjamin Coleman, Austin Michael Connier, Samuel Morrison Cook, Logan Stephen Cox, Zoe Jean Crane, Nolan Allen Curry, Emma May Cusimano, Alex Delin Dangsurasi, Elsie McCole Danderand, Ryan Darabi, Jacob Christopher Dowby, Quinn McCormick David, Anna Christine Davis,
Hubert Samuel Davis, Lillian Ann Davis, Orlando Jameer Lee Davis, Annabella Maria Diavola, Owen Julian Delgado. Chauncey Toshiro Goldring Depew. Paige Marie Depper. Justin Edward Dial. Kyle Nicole Donjon. Emerson Shea Dowdy. Rosalind Celeste Douglas. William Oliver Downs. Jonathan Dorte. Tyler Robert Dudley. David Elijah Dunn. Dax William Donnell. Landon Barry Dykes Sadowski. Dominic Asher Dykstra. Isabella Grace Eder. Ethan Thomas Ellis. Valeria Isabel Emmanuel. Yosefatu Bernard Joseph Epinesa. Ethan Cameron Evans.
Rylan Scott Airy. Braden Christian Michael Fairburn. Roa Mohammed Fattori. Ryder J. Ferris. Vel Eisenhower Feldman. Caden Stephen Robert Finter. Tristan Gabriel Fenton. Dayana Figueroa. Kirsten Elizabeth Fisher. Lillian Anna Rosa Flores. Lucas John Foley. Adeline Marie Followell. Jamila and Nichelle Franklin. Gabriel Angeles Frazier. Elena Nicole Rose Fryer. Fiona Marie Feasting. Talon Joseph Fuller. Cecil Devon Gabriel Jr. Lucas Scott Gaines. Braden Michael Galbraith. Elena Ann Garman. Alyssa Grace Garner. Benjamin Allen Garner. Robert Emmanuel Garvey.
Jack Andrew Gino. Kaylee Mackenzie Gesford. Landon Kenneth Gilliland. Ellis Anthony Gilmore. Jonathan Thomas Gibson. Amelia Gerarda. Ella Grace Glisson. Joshua James Goebel. Lucy Christina Gabel. Zachariah Michael Gogue. Tyler Gavin Golem. Braden Deontay Graham. Alyssa Grace Grant. Lillian Elizabeth Grave. Talia Shirley Grayer. Jack Greenland. Elias Gregory. Casey Ray Gregory. Claire Elizabeth Grippy. Allison K. Grodefent. Dominic James Gruen. Nevaeh Patricia McGath. Ruhi Chitura Gupchup. Laura Jean Goosewell.
Coracy Montserrat Guzman. Emily Jane Hagedorn. James Matthew Haggerty. Benjamin Robert Haino. Mina Nicole Hall. Maj Abdulatif Hamad. Reese Adeline Hampton. Amity Jolie Hanfelder. Reyes Hangsleben. Julia Claire Harris. Chase Lucas Hatcher. Jesse James Hatrup. Brock Selby Heckler. Brendan Michael Hepke. Emma Reed Heepke. Divina J. Heiser. Charlotte Eloise Piper Henderson. Jaden Lynn Hinshin. Ethan Connor Henson. Sean Gregory Henson. William Christopher Hintz. Kaylee Brianne Herbstreet. Eric James Herman.
Hunter Ryan Hicks. Owen Michael Hicks. Cameron Xavier Hildebrand Johnson. Gabriella Marie Hill. Blakely Taylor Hockett. Declan Logan Hefferlin. Brandon Gregory Hoffman. Louis Martin Hogan. Addison Claire Holt. Thomas Furman Holland. Cade Baxter Holman. Landon Scott Holmquist. Gavin Michael Holtgrave. Ayla Reese Homan. Maya Ann Hook. Isaac Lucas Horstman. Alexis Erica Zell Horta. Jackson Presley House. Samantha Avery Huffman. Grant Thomas Hunnicky. Nora Evelyn Husky. Harrison Scott Hudson. Emmy Lane Rose Hutton. Gavin Anthony Ipenis.
Isra Jabber. Jalea Renee Jackson. Caroline Rebecca James. Mary Wesley James. Kai Elizabeth Jarvis. Logan Michael Jasitis. Allison Ann Jennings. James Francisco Jesse. Dylan Patrick Jokumstaller. Augustus Matthew Johns. Benjamin Thomas Johnson. Kayla Janae Johnson. Mackay Patrick Johnson. Abigail Sheldon Jones. Ariana Siobhan Jones. Carly Renee Jones. Charlie Anna Jones. Claire Louise Jones. Jacob Andrew Jones. Kenyon Jamar Jones. Maria Trishelle Jones. Marie Trishelle Jones. James Anthony Jordan. Kate Irene Yose. Aiden Paul Jumper.
Donovan James Michael Kagi. Marie Anna Kamen. Malali Pule Kapatamayo. Jackson Tyler Capilla. Olivia Paige Carlos. Olivia Amelia Karpinski. Ava Elizabeth Keene. Addison Reese Keller. Olivia Catherine Kennedy. Zachary Andrew Kennett. Annalise Natalia Kirpin. Katie Lakeisha Kilby. Michael Otis King. Samuel Joseph Kitchen. Nancy Lucinda Klingensmith. Aubrey Ruth Klostra. Eva Elizabeth Klopfer. Ethan Wyatt Connect. Andrew H. Neff. Wesley Allen Kirkenmeyer. Savannah Rose Colemiller. Madison Noel Kolakowski. Veda Raga Komanini. Samantha Jane Carinos. Ethan William Krenkel.
Lucas Isaac Krebs. Benjamin Henry Crakey. Nadia Elizabeth Coleman. Morgan James Franklin Kundrick. Charles Michael Curzon. Alexander George Lacey. Clayton Michael Lakatos. Haley Sophia Lawler. Asia Simone Lambert. Tristan Joseph Lance. Brendan Paul Landau. Zachary Robert Lane. Jacob Daniel Latina. Olivia Marin Lautz. Diara LaShawn Lawson. Benjamin Edward Liardi. Shelby Nicole Lee. Aiden Christopher Line. Ava Elizabeth Lightshoe. Caitlin Elizabeth Lemansky. Alana Grace Leffler. Desiree Hannah Lewis. Mason Samuel Lewis. Noah William Lewis.
Taya Jeline Lewis. Gavin Thomas Lieberman. Andrew Jose Lillienkamp. Dylan Nelson Lilliansick. Addie Grace Lingefelter. Gianna Ruth Ann Lindhorst. Jameson Daniel Listner. Joseph William Liston. Dana Carol Lobig. Lane Riley Logan. Jordan Zoe Lumas. Grace Ann Lovell. Caitlin Nicole Ludwig. Owen Ramsey Lunsford. Jeremy Philip Lyles. Sophia Luann Lynch. Kiera Faith Bell McKenzie. Evan Hunter Maddox. Ashlyn Renee McGuire. Shane David Maher. Owen Andrew Mahler. Grace Ann Malavi. Christopher Elijah Malone. Nicholas Drew Mandorsa.
Paul Joseph Mines Manning. Campbell Beck Manthe. Robert Vincent Marcus. Weston Thomas Marini. Lucas Alexander Marsh. Benjamin Joseph Marshall. Claire Elise Martins. Finn Thomas Martin. Herbert Lee Martin. Ryan Paul Luis Martin. Jack Robert Marty. Nora Jade Matthews. Grace Elizabeth May. Ava Gabrielle Mayes. Antoine Lee McDonald Jr. Ella Zovia McDowell. Ethan Tyler McDowell. Deja Marie McGlown. Samantha Moreni McKenney. Parker Robert McMillan. Ryan Joseph McNamee. Hannah Susan Meyer. Nathan Edward Meyer. Adeline Rose Meinhardt.
Noah Melcher. Jonathan Mendoza Maldonado. Connor Lewis Meng. Zachary Michael Metz. Ethan Joseph McClevitz. Jasden Camille Miles. Emma Ruth Miller. Gavin Mason Miller. John Nicholas Miller. Mallory Grace Miller. Mallory Jane Miller. Mia Riley Miller. Alex Michael Mintz. Micah Gordon Minor. Blake Alexander Mink. Claire Francis Mishkones. Ariel Essie Mitchell. Sean Emmanuel Mitchell. Cameron Lee Moorline. Maya Mosen. Gino Michael Montgomery III. Addison Rose Moore. Stephen Justin Damon Moore. Melanie Morales Tino.
Marion Giovanna Morby. Sean Thomas Morgan. Maggie Joy Mosley. Anna Irene Motley. Lydia Caroline Molden. Austin Dwayne Mundy. Macy Joe Myers. Ellie Grace Neath. Andrew James Nelson. Riley Faith Nelson. Kelton Michael Nevener. Vershelle Justice Swopes Nicholson. Austin Soonchung Norcio. Jeremy Lawrence Notmeyer. Miles Joseph Naud. Nora Brooks O'Connor. Delaney Ann Odell. Alon Marcus Obeus. Addison Jane Painter. London Eileen Parker Miller. Nicholas Bradford Pascal. Krish Jayesh Patel. Jackson David Patrick.
Samantha Brooke Patrick. Dylan James Pavlo. Piper Ann Pedersen. Ante Robert Pehar. Spencer Robert Pehar. Jackson Lane Pender. Ariana Danielle Peoples. Tyler Lee Perry. Julian Cole Plew. Lillian Jolie Pope. Ashlyn Genevieve Porter. Logan Allen Porter. Noah William Porter. Corinne Sophia Potter. Gavin Carter Pottist. Tyler David Powell. Evan Jacob Pointer. Mackenzie Nicole Pratt. Gabriella Susan Priscetto. Bryce Michael Pryor. Miriam Josefa Quasar. Marissa Ava Quardacod. Alyssa Pauline Ragsdale. Noah Andrew Ramirez.
Christian Ramirez Cabanas. Grayson Oliver Rathgeb. Addison Lauren Reeder. Bradley James Reed. Elise Marie Regna. Kaiser Dylan Revelle. Margaret Anna Rice. Ramon Edwin Richards. Laura Rowan Ritchie. Samantha Holly Rigler. Jack Alexander Rigoni. Salvador Simon Rios. Allison Kristen Robbins. Rhea Faith Romano. Caleb Andrew Ronzo. Whitney Marie Rosenberger. Miles Zane Rosenthal. Rakevion Damon Ross. Adam Charles Rotter. Rin Layton Rao. Tyler James Rudd. Sincere Amani Ruffin. Layla Lynn Rulo. Josephine Maya Rutledge.
Layla Joy Ridgig. Braden Raymond Sampson. Eliana Nicole Santiago. Nicodemus Cyrus Scarborough. Jacob Daniel Schaefer. Noland Aaron Schaefer. Gunnar Holt Shagg. Lucy Chapman. Dean Michael Schlarman. Colin James Schlechte. Cameron Jack Schleeper. Alex Christopher Schmidt. Gavin Lewis Schmidt. Hayden Thomas Schofield. Mia Elizabeth Schomber. Theodore Jeffrey Seaman. McLaren Elizabeth Seaton. Isaac Thomas Seehausen. Renee Sophia Seidenstickhow. Soren Otto Selberg. Trevor Shawshack. Hunter Lee Sheets. Rasan Edward Amir Shepard. Miko Shimazu.
Quentin Sibley. Quinn Garrison Seamers. Jacob David Silva. Alandon Renee Simmons. Amit Singh. William Andrew Singh. Ivy Anastasia Sin. Reagan Faith Siren. Luke Slater. Camden Matthew Smith. Drew Michael Smith. Javion Jermaine Smith. Caitlin Olivia Smith. Nicholas Thomas Smith. Taylor Ann Smith. Celine Iron Solden. Purslane Amber Leanne Spalding. Malika Anae Spencer. Brandon Marcelino Stacy. Lily Anne Marie Stacy. Mitchell Evan Stacy. Lydia Nicole Stom. Leo Bernard Stein. Ian Bryce Steiner.
Peyton Shadley Steiner. Jillian Carlene Steinhoff. Riley David Steinkühler. Caleb Aaron Stephenson. Kinley Addison Stevens. Ethan DeForest Stewart. Ashlyn Rianne Storm. Danny Jerome Story. Elizabeth Nicole Strom. Lydia Colleen Struble. Bella Marie Summers. Maya Grace Sundar. Drew Eugene Sutherland. Delaney Jean Swam. Micah Vaughn Swank. Olivia Catherine Stalwart. Catherine Marion Shimula. Luca Edward Talarico. Elena Irene Tate. Maya Lee Taylor. Michael Robert Tempest. Quilanda Ramika Thomas. Luke Owen Tomlinson. Gary Wayne Traylor.
Luke Tyler Triplett. Ethan Jacob Turner. Macy Lee Turner. Cullen Allen Underwood. Diami Varela. Diana Valentinova Vinalinova. Henry Richard Vivian, Hayden David Voles, Jacob Matthew Wall, Ava Lynn Walker, Grady William Walker, Zuri Christina Walker, Colin Guy Wallace, Braden Carter Wallace, Ella Elizabeth Wallace, Colin Thomas Walsh, Maxwell Joseph Waltenberger, Jackson David Ward, Brooke Renee Warren, Isaac Likey Washington, Nora Madeline Washington, Devin Tyler Watkins, Rihanna Lynn Waters, Jackson Andrew Weaver,
Parker Bryce Weaver, Reagan Lee Webb, Samuel Morgan Weber, Grace Elizabeth Wise, Charlotte Elizabeth Welch, Evan Jeffrey Wells, Gabriel Lee Wells, Lillian Isabel Wells, Noah Xavier Wendler, Audrey Mae White, Kaylee Lynn Witten, Benjamin Allen Wickenhauser, Jonathan Robert Weidman, Levi Michael Wilkinson, Allison Mary Willenborg, Jacob Wade Williams, Jocelyn Nicole Williams, Casey Ray Williams, Quentin Alexander Williams, Allison Gabrielle Williamson, Darren Lamont Wilson, Xavier David Wilson, Zanaya Destiny Wilson, Henry Michael Acario Winslow,
Hannah Elizabeth Wolf, Tyler David Wolf, William Patrick Wong, Ashton Gray Woods, Addison Elizabeth Yamnitz, Gavin Yates, Logan Nicholas Yeager, Arham Zahed, Hillary Ann Zhang, Madeline Rose Zybro, Lucas James Zylikowski, Holly Renee Zugmeyer, Quinn Michael Zerlini,
You can do better than that. Get louder. Come on now. Shoot. All right. We got parties to get to. Let me reel you back in. I'm gonna lean down because my back is hurting. I'm telling you right now, getting old. Ms. Kloster, Mr. Schleter, thank you so much. That is a tough job to do, and I appreciate you. Outstanding work. Let me say very quickly, this is my first graduating class as principal at Edwardsville High School. I get emotional sometimes. I ain't gonna do it today. But I'd be remiss if I could have Miss Anna Harris stand up, please. I'm surprising you. Miss Harris is retiring. Thank you so much. Dr. Vince Schleter, step out here. Come here. Dr. Vince Schleter is retiring. Thank him as well. All right, here's the part. Graduates, please rise. Move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations. You did it. Congratulations. To the class of 2025, give them a hand, folks. Make sure you get your hat back. Get it back. Make sure you get it back. Very quickly, folks, I want to give a couple of directions. Shh, 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 shh. 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. All right. I want to remind everyone, I told students to remind parents, okay? Parents, you will be exiting the way you came in, the front doors. Students will be exiting from the rear of the building because they have to go get their diplomas still, all right? You will have to reunify if you want in a parking lot or at another location of your choice. There is no area to unify in the building. Okay, I told students to remind you of that. I just want to make sure everyone's clear. We're going to get ready to recessional now. Thank you for being here. Post on Edwardsville Connections that we did pretty doggone good. I'll be reading. And have an outstanding day. Thank you.